Willie D ain't too short. They be lyricists now.
And what's the name? Gucci Man rap just like Easy.
I've never really listened to Gucci like that. I can't get into it.
Same exact flow as Easy.
I can't get into it.
I had a little hot one, man. I heard he had a lot of blues. He had I don't know, performing there. He had a pretty good set.
I don't see how like him and Juicy J came back.
Hold on. Now I like Juicy J.
Really?
And his elementary ass flow. I do. I got an email to myself.
Juicy J them never went away.
Nah, they really didn't.
I think they're playing like Survivor.
I'm just saying, like, because it was like 3 6 Mafia. Then when they on their way out, Juicy J just never left. I guess.
No, the trip. Now the other one came back now.
I don't even Juicy J when I know that's in the group.
What's his name?
The light skin. Yeah.
Now he's producing on the big producer now. What's up? He's
really?
Producing on like 2 of them songs on Drake's album. He produced.
Oh, really?
The song with Jay-Z on it.
Okay.
That's his production.
That's
all of a sudden he back.
Count chocolate. How did you out here judging me?
I just asked the question.
Count chocolate.
Let me borrow $20.
Do I look like I got $20?
See, you worse than these cats on the internet, man. See how they do? As much as these women was talking about, you can give them $20. It's for the kids and all this and that. Are you hearing nothing about this?
That long ass text message thing that somebody was posting?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it. What was it about?
I got drunk. Brother. Somebody called me on it.
Well, it was about lousy motherfuckers. Pretty much a bunch of lousy people.
Who is the
Not
lousy
the respectful people that you'll find on the UTPL podcast, but just the lousy ones.
Oh.
Okay.
But anyway, it's me, it's Justin with an E in the building. We got the young, beautiful Ava with the slick back ponytail, and the girls hanging out.
The girls are not hanging out.
Well, they definitely went like the other day though. Like,
are we really? Don't do that.
all I'm saying is me and Quack felt outnumbered the other day. Is all I'm saying.
Really?
But you know, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, no Quack. And putting your hype.
You been drinking?
Get hype. But anyway, so
you looked up scared and shit.
The little lousy scenario. Some little lousy chick.
I feel like you have to read it though, because when it was brought to me, they gave me a little scenario, and it didn't read the same to me as when I read it.
Well, you should have said that before we got started, because now we started, so we going.
Okay, go ahead then.
But anyway, some lousy little chick texts her little lousy individual that's somehow associated with her, some dude, talking about, man, let me hold $20. My kid just told me that they had a field trip last minute, and I need a dub just to hit them on some field trip type stuff.
Oh, chick hit a guy.
Yeah.
They sleep together.
It looked like they.
I mean, they're familiar. They're at least familiar. I don't know how familiar, but they're familiar. He's definitely not family. I doubt he's family, just from his response.
Nah, and not from what she said. They're not.
Anyway.
She was like, you want what you want when you want.
So I'm pretty sure they sleeping together. Anyway, he wasn't too inclined to give her the $20. He was more inclined to lecture her about personal responsibility and, men taking care of their children and, the people you choose. And, it went on. So, she felt the way about that. And she responded in kind.
Oh, I missed something. What was her reason for the money?
Her kids.
She didn't have money. She didn't have the $20 so her kids can go on a field trip. She found out last minute.
The kid told her last minute.
Baby daddy didn't either.
Well,
nobody had $20. She said she asked them, they ain't have it.
Okay. So anyway, he kind of just let her know that he didn't approve of her situation and her handling money and the fact that these men won't take care of their kids. And he said it'd probably be a good lesson for the kids to miss out on this. Okay. Because
last minute.
He thought he took it as a teachable moment.
Exactly. He put a lot of energy into it, honestly. Look, so, I don't know, since you come into this fresh butt naked, what do you think? Because, of course, the women were, it's just $20.
Actually, not all the women were saying that.
Yeah, it was, I will admit, it was some rational women in the conversation. And then there was also some Negroes, the cats put their Facebook capes on. Yeah. And they didn't have it. And then there was some men in there that was like, nah.
They Derrick Jackson that shit.
Yeah. But we can't even talk about Jackson no more. We're going to get into that too because we might be fans now.
Yeah.
I still haven't listened.
But now,
Damn.
And I hate asking you because I know you. You're a nice guy.
I definitely probably would have came about with $20.
He gonna give him the $20.
He'd have gave it quick.
But I would have thought so. I would judge.
Like, give him my $20.
This is the thing.
Judge the life away.
I wouldn't have did it.
You would have did the same thing.
No, I wouldn't have gave it that much energy. I either wouldn't have answered like, nah, bro, you better holler their parents, holler their fathers, and left it at that. Because if you ain't like,
wait, did he allude to anything like he had to do this before? He had to, this is like
nah.
See, this is how I took it. And then there was a backstory. Somebody said, I don't know how true this is, that they only went out 2 times or something. So it was like really not.
That don't seem.
It doesn't seem to me either the way
Because
he went.
I doubt you would ask somebody that after 2 dates.
I got a friend. Well, she's an ex-friend now, but that did stuff like that. With ex dudes.
But not for $20. She would ask.
No, she would ask
for real money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that point is like you fishing for a trick, and that's my thing. My thing is like I hate $20 people.
Nickel and diamond.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I never said the 15.
Yeah, all right, see, we was having a conversation about that, but it's like, yeah, like, what's if $20 like this thing? Like, I struggle to understand a lifestyle to where $20 is gonna mean the difference in anything. Well, so it's like, ooh, I got this 20. This gonna be a breeze after this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it depends on where you are in your life. She could have been going through a rough patch.
I had somebody borrow $100 from me, high school girlfriend that I ain't seen shit since early 2000s. But hits me up and say, hey, I need $100. Something's going on, shit bad, so forth and so on. I'm gonna pay you back on this date, this hour, this minute, and this is how I'm gonna pay you from these funds. Gave you the whole rundown. Yeah, take the $100. On said date, instead of calling me to say, I'm thinking, call the money coming through. I was sweating about it too. Did you send it yet? I finally sent it. On said date, calls to ask for more money. And hold on, keep going. Maybe 6. Never pays me back.
say her name.
Don't do that.
No, it's gotta be.
Don't do that.
Come on, man. We gonna be working together.
It's gonna be like the show thing coming back.
We working together.
No.
But yeah,
we know who you are out here.
maybe like a year later after I just blew it off.
A year?
It cost like $100 to get rid of you, I guess. All right. A year later, I'm in the gym, talked to one of the guys from high school, and he like, man, you talked to what's her name lately? Nah. Man, one time she called me and probably never paid me back.
Hey, she.
I'm like, what? This motherfucker.
So let me see, because this is kind of my theory. Dude probably wasn't really trying to give it because he probably felt, I don't know if she was fishing. And like, okay, I give her $20, then she gonna keep back, like, you know, she gonna keep asking. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? For like more money.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so to me, I felt like it was the principle. I don't necessarily agree that he should have given her the $20. Yeah, $20 is petty. He shouldn't all that lecture and all that for $20, but
yeah,
to me, it was the principle behind it. Because if it was $50 or $100, because like they were saying, well, don't even ask me what you need $20 for. I was like, so people just give money
like,
without asking for what?
That ain't how this works. Like, you think because you fucking me, I'm supposed to just give you money?
Yeah.
No,
so
we fucking each other.
You owe me an explanation.
But you know what? This is the thing. Like, yeah, this is the thing. Honestly, if somebody asked, I'd be more inclined to give somebody $200 than I would $20.
Why?
Because I feel like if you need to, like if I'm gonna give somebody some money, I'm gonna give you some money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if I give you $20 in a week, you're gonna need.
You coming back.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you hurting.
Right.
Because again, my thing is this: if I'm gonna give you money, I'm not like the type of people I would give money to. I know enough about your situation where I know I'm gonna get it back. So if you need some money, don't worry about it. You go a couple hundred to hold you over a couple, a week or so till you get paid.
It could be a situation like that.
I
got something I need to pay for, and I'm 50 short. I got the other 300.
But 50 is different than 20.
Yeah.
50, you can go so like you get 50
but 20
bucks.
You should be able to just ask for it. If you think about it, like 20 is like
right,
small.
No, but this is the thing is like
you
you shouldn't be making phone calls for $20. If we out And I'm like, damn, man, I'm low. Man, it's 20 to get in. Man, I got my debit card. I ain't got no cash on me. Cool. I'll throw you a 20.
She call her a friend.
Not her guy?
Now see, and that's the thing.
Maybe she call her a friend.
It depends on
Because
the,
it's
it depends on the
$20.
relationship. Because my thing is like, because I feel like, how many people did you have to ask? Like, because I think this is the thing. Like, if you're a $20 person, one, that's a strike. Two, if you didn't went through everybody that you can call and you couldn't get $20 from none of them, or you don't have none of them people to call and you calling me, that's strike two.
Okay, but pause.
Oh, wait. And she texted instead of calling. That means something.
And I felt some type of way about how she said it, but then we don't know how the conversation started.
Yeah, we got a snippet, so I don't want to. But again, my thing, like I feel like he gave it a lot of energy that I wouldn't have given. I'd have been like,
yeah.
nah. But I also think that, and I think the thing is that a man can sometimes forget to leave a chick alone. So like if you're dealing with a chick, no, I'm about to get into it.
I don't, please do.
If you're dealing with a chick and she start working your nerves, you be like, I'm about to leave this bitch alone. And if she start being good, you'll forget about it. And then she'll ask you for $20, you be like, that's right. I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be shaking her anyway. So
Let me with dude, be with your friends the same way though.
yeah. I mean, it's just people like that. You know what I'm saying? So you be like, you know what, let me be a whole asshole and shake, you know what I'm saying? Just so you be clear that.
It's best sometimes to put yourself in a position where people want to ask you for shit.
So you can get rid of them.
Nah, just
So that's the one even coming to.
so they won't need
I got a
ask.
friend.
Oh, you said so they won't.
Yeah.
We got a friend. I'll say his name. Call him Mad Mike.
You don't
Mad
get
Mike.
enough of saying people's names.
Okay, he call it something face. Mad Mike. You get mad at everything. You can't ask him for shit. You get mad at everything.
Is he gonna give it to you?
Nobody asks him.
Oh.
You
See,
learn
that's
over
the beauty.
time. Like,
That's
yeah,
the
you
beauty.
know,
Like, I ain't about that. Motherfucker,
Like-
because cats be like, they don't even know if he gonna say no. They be like, I ain't even gonna ask him.
Motherfucker be like, I need a water hose. They be like, Mike got one. You be like,
I'll go find it.
Mike gonna call you a stupid motherfucker. He gonna tell you about your life.
He
He
gonna
gonna wonder why
he
you
gonna
ain't
make-
got one.
So hell, this might have been him on the text.
Right.
he read old girl whole life though. Like, and so people's kind of make it a bigger. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I
So
think
this is another thing for me. Go ahead, say your point.
I think people were trying to make it into a whole bigger thing. Like, how
Because it was the $20. That's what it was. Because it's the value, the dollar amount.
I don't think the dollar amount even matters.
It is though. Like if you was looking at some of those posts, they like $20.
Crux of the
No,
situation
no.
though, if I have sex with a woman, do I owe her money? When
No.
she asks for it.
I mean, but this is the thing. I feel like
Come
it
on,
depends. I feel like it depends on the dynamic of the relationship. If we just, but at the end of the day, if you lay it up with a man and you need something, you should be able to give it to him. Now, is he obligated to give it to you? No. He
But-
does have a right to say no.
Consent.
I mean, again, my thing too, because like, does it matter that it was for the kids?
Okay, that's why. This is the thing. The kids. That's not gonna make me give it to you because it's for you because you say it's for the kids.
Oh, really?
No, and I felt like I was an asshole when I talked about the kid portion because if I'm dating somebody and they ask me to go do something for some kids, I'm probably not gonna do it.
Kid does make you think about the kid. What about the father?
Yeah.
It immediately makes you go there.
Like it really depends on the dynamic of the relationship. Like if we in a relationship, that's totally different. But somebody I'm just like hanging out with, I don't know.
I don't know, because there be chicks I done hung out with and their kids and got a good report card as their birthday and I done threw their kids 10, 15, 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember this one chick, like her kid was cool as shit. I couldn't stand her, but her kid was
See,
cool.
and that's another thing for me. I don't bring just random people around my kid either.
She brought me around early.
So
He might have been a fuck one.
Did I check?
Ain't mine.
Huh?
Ain't mine.
Okay.
Yeah, he might have been an asshole though. Because
I mean, he was
He's
twisted.
around the kids.
He was an asshole.
who the $20 dude?
yeah.
We don't know if he's around kids.
I thought that was
It doesn't. She just said she needs it for the
Yeah.
kids. It doesn't really.
Yeah, well, if you have been around the kids and all that kind of shit, and
I don't know.
so forth and so on.
I mean, but
It could be worse.
Well,
It could be, can you bring me something to eat?
well, no, this is.
I would rather give you $20 than go to the Burger King
Yeah,
and get
and get
Junior
you
Robbers.
exactly. But no, this is the thing because it could also go the other way because if he's been around the kids like that, we're having a relationship with the kids. His thing is like, well, hell, if their parents can't do it, then maybe they should suffer since they told you last minute. Is one of the things he said. So
I feel like
maybe you think you got bad
what
kids.
he was saying, he wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't
But
wrong.
what prompted it for this $20 is what took it to the next level.
He did give it a lot of energy. I wouldn't have given it.
Like after his little first response, he shouldn't have said anything else.
I wouldn't just respond.
I'm recalling the post because I didn't read this at all. Now I'm getting with the other post I saw from my friend about the whole what she wouldn't do with the $20 baby. She had while she's single and what. Okay, now I get it.
I mean, no, and that's the thing. People took it to a whole other dynamic and all kind of other stuff. It's
and
like,
that's why I feel, because I did read, I mean, some females were saying, some women were saying that it was the principal. To me, it was the principal, but I mean, it is $20. Give it a little $20 and be done.
nah, fuck that.
Yeah, you got me. That shit can add up. Plus,
And who knows if she, well, probably people, if she had already asked for money, he probably would have mentioned it.
kids, she had kids. Gas money
I mean, but
might have sounded better.
yeah, I mean, but
Not the kids, right.
it just, and again, like, I'm not even about to sit here in front like it was never a day where I was low $20 to where, but I don't know.
I would never.
My
In
kids
my,
asked me for money in our election.
Yeah.
I told my daughter want money tomorrow. She want $160 for her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
you gonna give it to her?
Friday. I'm not digging in the pot for it.
Well, scroll
I ain't
through,
got
you
it.
can kind of see the scroll
I'm not
through
thinking
the
about it,
comment.
no, I just
What
wanted to pay.
what dude said. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like,
Justin, stop it.
don't worry about what I be doing,
Please.
man. I'm thinking. This is what
It's
I'm
right here in my
when I
peripheral,
think.
and I'm
And
just
I'm about to tell you,
like-
sit on this side.
Yeah, I need. Well, yeah,
See?
then he was smoking because you really fondling yourself right there.
Why you put me on wax though? You trying to put me on blast?
It don't matter.
That's why your head big.
It is.
It
I
is.
accepted it though.
But anyway.
Wow, you can't give me $20.
But anyway, so what else we gonna talk about? You need something.
What's this NAACP? NCAA?
Oh, this what they you talking about the scandal where the North Carolina players got suspended for selling their shoes and all, but that's the same story it's been every time.
It is.
Like,
It's the
Pause
same
for a
story.
second. As their fathers, first of all, he said they're right. I like that.
yeah,
That's right. Use the right word.
Context.
Their fathers, like, I can't read it though, right? As their fathers, like, it's their children. They, capital letters, me. I wrote this shit.
you feeling him? You feeling him? Like,
They need to give her money for things like this. That's their responsibility.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't wrong in what
What
he
did you say
said.
back to that? Okay, if you want parts of me, I would think sex is what you're referring to?
I
I
think so.
think so.
I would think I would come to you for help. Clearly, I was wrong. They did. See?
Yeah. So wait, so you judging? Is this what happened? You
They
judging?
dad don't have it, so I figured I'd ask, but it's cool. You're selfish. He got the wrong chick.
Yeah.
He's scraping the barrel.
Yeah. And that's what. Now you see what I'm
Why he
saying?
lecturing her? He's no more smarter than her, and he was just playing with her, and now she called him a bullshit. He got
Now you see what I'm saying about forgetting to break up with somebody? You see what I'm saying? It's like he wasn't thinking
exactly
about that
what
shit.
that
He was hitting it. It was cool. He was like, I'm gonna keep hitting until I get tired of her. And then this $20 thing was the last straw. So he was like, cool, let me asshole my way on out, and I'm out of here. That's exactly what it was.
In this punctuation,
Yeah.
status,
Yeah.
you're selfish. But want what you want. I know it's there, wrong there.
Yeah.
Dad's responsibility. I asked him first. And he is right. I'm assuming these people don't even match up.
Yeah.
These people like,
yeah.
you gotta put it in line. Cause like, look, chick, I picked you up at the bus stop.
Bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, yeah, he probably had to let her know what's going on in her life because she ain't got shit together. Sometimes you do kind of date people who may not necessarily have their shit together, and you may have to lecture them. I get it. Sometimes you have to say, hey, look,
$20 would have brought about that teacher moment.
Look, you don't need a man. You need to get your shit together.
Now, that's
Sometimes you
another
gotta say
thing,
that.
right?
I don't know.
But I don't know, because we don't really know the situation. We don't know her situation.
Well, apparently she ain't got $20, so
Duh,
her situation
she's
can't
got
be
a
great.
hard time.
I'm assuming she didn't finish high school.
I mean,
Now y'all
but not
judging.
even that. It's like you ain't got $20, and like it gets to a point where you got to ask a dude that you clearly aren't with for $20. Like, because to me, it's like people like somebody's story can kind of turn you off from them sometimes.
Yeah.
If it's just too much hardship and they ain't, me and my
But
family.
guess what?
ain't-
That does both of them a favor.
At what?
Because he don't want to be dealing with that.
Oh, he's still jumping up.
He gonna smash.
After that,
Yeah, he can still smash. Yeah,
you don't give me $20.
not you, because you can spam.
He's still jumping up.
Nah.
He can solve that. He can resolve that. It's an
Nah.
argument.
Because he can give it 20 anytime.
I'm sorry. So you never screwed a dude after an argument? You never made up with a dude? This 20. And the thing is so bad because it's $20. It's a super petty argument. Real talk. She should never fuck with him ever again.
She's probably looking at it from a different standpoint, though, as it's different from just an argument. You didn't come through for me when I needed you.
Not that end. I didn't get to end. Did it end with some fuck yous?
No, it didn't end with any fuck you. It ended well.
She did something, didn't she?
Oh, she misquoted it. Why don't get it back? He said, "Listen, don't cuss at me. You're cussing at the wrong nigga. Direct the energy at both fathers. If they ain't hey, for real. If then you don't have the money, then the kids don't need to go on the trip. Period. With a period. Ooh. It's not the end of the world. There'll be plenty more trips in the future.
This nigga is a child.
Hey, so she said, "Boy, bye." He said, "I'm a grown man, and if I had kids, I would never
He went to Morehouse.
let my kid's mother ask another nigga for $20. Never again. I ain't no boy. You direct your energy to the wrong nigga. Be mad at those two bum ass niggas, not me." He got a point though.
This is clearly a man who has his shit together.
He got a point though. Like
He
for
has
real.
$20.
Like this thing, he got to get up and go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
And he got to put on the button up to go to work.
Yeah.
He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no face. Her baby daddy got face tattoos. He ain't got none of them.
Yeah, man.
And she ain't asked her baby daddy.
She didn't. She probably.
She can't.
I don't
They
know.
locked up.
She got to put somebody on their books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
that's-
yeah, I just never like honestly. I never trust $20 chicks. I never trust little nickel and dime motherfuckers like that. I never
I
trust that
never
shit.
even thought about
Nah, I
it
mean-
like that.
But they clearly ain't there.
Yeah.
Or she just constantly petty and you just gonna something like that. But I like you saying, like people who real cool and close like that, yeah, $20, whatever.
Yeah, that's, I mean, yeah. If we cool, that's nothing. But
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if it's easier to quick pay this shit. That's sometimes I gotta log in, choose your name, tap it in, okay it. It's too much. You gonna get this $20,
bro,
if I got cash. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, the effort I got to get into giving you a petty ass $20 sometimes might be.
and that's why I say ask me for 200. Don't ask me for 20. Let me. If I'm gonna do the work, I want to do the work for something substantial. And don't try to fuck back my money either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I want my money. And see, but that's the
No,
thing.
you want
though.
it back.
Yeah, I want my. You borrowing
She gotta
money.
pay you back?
Yeah, and see, and that's the goddamn problem.
Oh.
That right there, that's the goddamn problem.
Oh, did she say borrow or can I have?
Have.
Oh, have. Did she? Well, she said if it's that serious, I give it.
No, or did you say I need to?
She said I need.
She
I
seemed
need
like an
to-
I need type motherfucker.
I think that's why
That's
I
how it
felt
started.
some type of way.
That's how it
But then
started.
I was like, well, we don't really know where it started. He could have been like, she could have been like, I need a favor or something.
No,
He
it
could've been
just
like-
started. I need $20.
Right.
$20 do what, babe? He said my kids are going to church tomorrow. They ain't tell me to today. Shake my head. Oh damn! Shake my. Not really rereading this. Like this dude. Oh damn!
Who's
Shake
like,
my
I'm gonna
head.
contact this nigga.
Well, they would have to go, not to go, babe. They told you too late. But you know, and see, but that's another problem with the whole giving a chick you dating money is that little reaction you had right there. The whole,
First
you
of all,
want this
I
back?
don't ask men for money, but I don't know if they should be exactly expecting it back.
Nah, man. Like my wife paid me back.
What?
My wife paid me back.
I don't think I'm paying back nobody.
We co-mingle money. Well, my wife. Well, don't get it twisted. My wife rarely pays me back, but I do make sure like keep it running
What do you
tab.
mean?
You got a real estate license. You can't say that no more.
Yeah, I keep it running
No
tab.
co-mingle.
though. I keep a running tab like no, I just gave you, you know what I'm saying? So, and you definitely didn't pay me back. So, I mean, but no, the thing is, like, it matters. Like, stuff like that matters, bro. Like, I need my money back. I can't just be getting
Don't give money.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't give money to get it back. If I give somebody money, I don't expect it back.
Mm-hmm.
I give people money. That's instead of me worrying about
right.
You got that? You need that? I'm like, you go, Huno. This out of my mind. If you pay me back, cool. If not, now I don't have to give you money again.
That's true.
That's a funny thing.
But yeah, money tough when it comes to relationships, especially when y'all ain't together or something like that. Like,
Yeah, I think people really care in there.
huh?
Let me get to that point. They really
Care about what?
They was like all these. Now that I see these posts, I saw a couple posts about this. The one,
Yeah.
but people really care about stuff like that.
I feel like it's just good conversation.
No, I think some people are more invested than they probably should be.
But a lot of these people's real lives don't mimic how they responded.
Exactly. They definitely don't keep the same energy.
Yeah. That's the thing with social media.
Social media got a lot of that going on, I guess.
I didn't even care to, I didn't even comment one time.
It's hard. Like sometimes I get caught up in stuff like that. I got caught into some stuff today. Just shit about an hour ago. A dude posting going in about people. I guess somebody was in China and they had a whole bunch of dead dogs. Like, and he talking about y'all gotta stop eating Chinese food.
I knew you was gonna go there. I knew.
And I'm like, if you think they eat dogs, fine. Whatever. You think they're wasting their dogs on us?
Bro, exactly. It's a delicacy for them. Why are they trying to sneak it in to us?
Right, you think they're going through all that?
They holding them dogs, bro.
Right.
Play trick. We're gonna trick niggas and give them this
Yeah, no, bro. They get that cheap chicken, that cheap steak, and they giving us the nonsense. And they keeping that dog for themselves.
They probably white.
They breeding them dogs.
Yeah, they breed like
for
so
themselves.
for them to go through all that, why do people think they just gonna be sneaking in our food?
But you know, I hate when like
They
people
just give us some shitty.
People see some random video, like some chick trying to burn. See, this lettuce is wax. No, chick is water. Water doesn't fucking burn, you idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, for real.
What?
What you just said?
When people talking about they trying to burn lettuce and see this is artificial, this is made out of wax because it won't burn. I'm like, no, because it's 90% water. If you lit your arm on fire, it won't burn either, asshole.
They do that with the burgers too.
Yeah.
They put
the Pepsi or some.
Yeah.
What you
thought it was gonna do?
Yeah, like you thought it was like
you put like 1,000-degree lava on
But you know
top of
what? And exactly like. And but it makes you understand like people just don't understand like scale or scope or anything.
And they don't research it.
Yeah, it's just they see it and it's
this whatever's
is
on the surface
this
and they just roll with it.
That's the whole problem with this whole goddamn country. When I look at this, last week I've really been plugged into the Trump stuff and listening to it. Like the stuff that people believe. When you play back all the stuff he's been saying all these years.
Yeah.
Like y'all really believe that? Like I know they probably don't.
No,
they
it's
were
cats
defended.
that I mean, as far as the Trump thing, it's two different categories of people. It's people that voted for him. You fucked up, cool, whatever. If you willing to admit that you fucked up, we could be cool. If you still caping for this dude, then fuck you. You got a problem. Like
the racists who just want to ride.
Yeah, I mean, no, the racists is gonna ride, but the ones that's really trying, like, nah, bro, ain't no defending that bullshit he be on, bro.
Right.
This cat crazy, man.
But like I said, he said, that he could go shoot somebody. Yeah, probably could.
But and that's the thing. People are drawn to like, as important as decisions are to make. It's a popularity contest. Because again, like more people vote for the election than the midterms, but the senators probably got more power because they're the ones that can actually enact stuff and they be there 20, 30 years.
Actually, when you really step back and when I step back and really look at it, it's a scary world what we're doing when it comes to like nothing is true.
Yeah,
everything is anything can be believed.
But I guess because me and this cat was talking about work and it was work talking about that. Is it scarier now because you know, or is it scarier before because you didn't know and was walking around really just not knowing this shit? Because again, the thing is like,
we didn't know what was going
15 years ago, like you watch the news and you believed it. I watch the news now, and I'm like, okay, let me go Google this, and let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe, like, this is the thing, bro.
I don't even watch the news.
I watch the news in the morning.
I don't necessarily believe the news. I watch MSNBC and all that, but I'm looking at it critically, yeah. And I'm thinking that.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of us are not critical thinkers. And when I say us,
most people is just like they ingest it and then they spit it right back out. And like, that's what they believe now. If somebody tell them something, that's why I feel like it's dangerous. Like, because smart people are taking advantage. Like that little chick Candace Owens, like she all on Fox News now and all this other stuff. I'm like, dude, like just 2-3 years ago, like you had a Democratic website, bro. Yeah, like you created a. She never wrote anything on there, but she was like the head editor or something like that. It fell through, so you was like, I need to check, I need a bag.
If you had a mind state and maybe some piece of evil in you, and you decide, however it works, and I swear I wish I had it. I ain't gonna lie,
bro.
But this thing where you be like, you know what? I'm smarter than these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take advantage of this gap that I see in people's thinking. For some reason, when it comes to stuff like that, I can't do it.
It's called a conscience.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's dangerous. I mean, and again, like, so, cause, like, I don't understand a cat that's like, because with me, it's like, I have a hard time calling myself a Democrat. Because, like, I see the bullshit of the Democratic Party. I'm not a huge fan, but yeah, I mostly vote Democrat just because the Republicans ain't even trying to help. You know what I'm saying? As misguided as the Democrats' efforts are, like, at least they trying some shit. At least they looking at us. So I mean, and I don't understand how somebody like you could be at Candace Owens and say, "Oh, I was such a Democrat that I created a liberal website, and then 2 years later I flipped all the way the other way." Like, it's nah, man.
What is I don't know if anybody ever really talked. I never had a conversation about this guy. The damn Reverend that be with Trump, the black guy.
Bro, do this dude actually have a church?
Oh, what's his story, man?
Who y'all talking about?
The light-skinned black dude that be with Trump.
I don't even know
the one
who
that
y'all
said
he's the best president.
Talk to the gang leaders.
My God. Yeah, like he gonna talk to, bro. You don't know nothing about
He
that.
having a meeting with the gang leaders in Chicago.
Oh, I know who y'all talking about.
That dude,
what's his story?
Oh, he be with Trump?
Yeah,
he just was talking about how much better Trump was for black people than Obama.
I saw him in the Oval Office one day, like in the background.
They was just in a meeting with them, like in last
all
week.
All those ministers you
all the
talking
black
about?
ministers, yeah.
He like the main one.
Nah, he go hard. Nah, he be going too hard. Like,
could he have a church? Well, I know one of them does have a church.
I mean, I'm sure they have a church. You can have a church with 200 people. Like, it's plenty of churches that just ain't died yet. You know what I'm saying? There's storefront church and all that. And it's like, but I don't know, man. I wonder, like, because with him, I'm pretty sure that he knows he's full of shit. All this is calculated.
Who knows who's full of shit?
The preacher
Trump?
we talking about.
What's the end game?
Just money and power and influence. He want to run. He gonna run for something. He want to run for something. He want to set himself up to where he.
You don't think that's gonna kill?
What you mean?
His the possibilities.
Why you say that?
If you're a black minister, so he's a Republican.
If you're a black Republican, you good. You can make money, bro. Any black Republican is gonna make money. That Paris Denard, girl, I just said her name. I forgot it that quick. Candace Owens, like they gonna throw you in front of a camera real quick. They quick to have you on scene. Whenever it's a black issue and they want to have a black person recruited to say, "Nah, it's not that bad. All lives matter." They want.
How much would it cost them to get you to stand behind Trump and win the rallies?
I ain't going.
And you just standing there.
I ain't going.
No. Let's be clear. It's a number out here.
For you,
just stand right. All you got to do is stand back there.
You're not gonna even entertain it, right?
You ain't got to. All you got to do is stand back there.
You talking about not entertaining a conversation about price?
Oh.
Trump. To even get to the part about negotiating a price.
Look, if Trump called me, I'm talking. If Trump invite me to the White House, I'm going.
Yeah, who else you call? Who you
I'm not going for free.
Who you going with? You can't go alone. It's your time to bring Farrakhan.
How many?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, if the president, no matter what, if a powerful man,
it's a number out there.
Calls you,
it's a number out there.
I want to meet with you. A man, that's that shit. If the head of Coca-Cola called me,
this
I want to meet with you. I'm going. Like, okay,
this the thing. My number probably smaller number. Like the number I'm thinking of right now, it probably ain't my number. It's probably smaller.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm like, yeah, if he gave me like $10 million, I really talk. He was like, bro, we'll give you like $100,000. I'm like, can I get 2?
I might lose a job.
Like, is this negotiable?
Bro, this is the thing. Like, I could take $200,000 and change my whole life in 5 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this might ruin me, so give me $200,000.
Sell your soul, huh?
Oh no, don't get it twisted. I'm for sale. I wouldn't keep going with it, but like, I mean,
what do you mean? You
I wouldn't campaign for him.
I wouldn't be out here like Rooster. No, I'm Rooster. What's them 2 chicks? Why I say Rooster?
One of them looks like a rooster.
What you know what I'm talking about?
I don't
like,
even know their names.
So,
Tasty or something like that.
I don't know.
Now that's the thing.
That's crazy.
I think they're real. I think, see, and to me, I don't know what's worse: the people that are deliberately faking it, or the ones that really believe it.
You think they really believe?
Yeah, I think they're too stupid to fake it. They're too stupid to fake it. They're too stupid to fake it.
I don't even.
Because maybe, I guess the point, and then bringing even actually a conversation I do want to have with you guys on the podcast. Like, it's strange I would even have this on the podcast, but people actually acting. So I was thinking, switch something. This podcast right here. So like really like lately, so now my mind's freeing up a little bit from office move and house move and all that kind of stuff. So now it's like, okay, I gotta get back to this podcast. I'm falling the fuck off and all this bullshit. So how do I get this thing? My whole entire goal really, before I finish this with another 60 podcasts or so to go, 50, whatever, is that I need to get this thing cracking somehow to a certain degree on YouTube. Right, so what would I do? So I start thinking, okay, what is it? What are we selling? What is us? And what we trying to do is be real. Mm-hmm. Being real. Right now in this conversation, all of us are being ourselves. Mm-hmm. This is how we feel. And we just talking. And maybe we caught up into this fake reality that we think people are being real out here.
No.
And that's how, maybe I was. Maybe I'm thinking that Charlamagne is being real. But maybe Charlamagne saw something in himself that he could sell. And a part of his personality that he's selling to the world.
He's selling
he is though, right? He's selling an asshole.
Yeah, right. So why am I trying to just be me and thinking that's gonna sell? Just being me. And maybe I should be trying to figure out what am I selling out of myself? What part of myself am I selling? What's
you ready to sell yourself?
Is that what it is? But no, like what? I mean, but I'm not using strategy. I'm just being out here.
Joke.
I know. I'm not using any strategy. I'm just being me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why do I think that's gonna work? Am I believing that that's what people are doing? And sometimes I do think that people are just being themselves. And he's really this person.
Nah, but that stuff.
Nah, he's selling something.
That stuff is very manicured and set up and
like them women. Maybe they smart enough to act a fucking fool. You gonna act like because that's cooning. That's a coon show.
Beyond
I've never met a coon that bad.
That's beyond cooning. Like they doing them. Like but again, but I think the thing is that I don't think they're very smart. So the thing is like when people that aren't very smart views are challenged, they either conform or they double down. Mm-hmm. And so I think they're in the process, cause like they've got a lot of hate from black people, and they got a lot, so I think they kind of was like, well, something about Trump initially kind of caught their eye. Trump paid them some attention or something to where, okay, well, whatever. And then it's like when they got all, girl, what you doing that for? That's just stupid. You ain't that stupid. And so now it's like, okay, I don't want to be stupid, so I got to double down. I got to keep going further and further and further. You know what I'm saying? It's like to the point, and then I think it's just like, you don't think, you just acting now. You just reacting now. You just going, and you want to prove people wrong, so you keep going further and further and further. Like, I don't think they're acting, because it's like they're not. What are they really getting out of this?
I don't know. I think there has to be some type of benefit. Whether it be, who are they? What do they
I kind of hope it is.
I mean, I think they get attention. I
don't even know their backstory.
I don't know if they have a podcast. I don't know if they have but I know every once in a while they do little Facebook videos and stuff like that. But like,
I think that's it.
I don't think like again. So that's my thing. Is like, it's not if they were smart. Yeah, if they were smart, they'd be
Yes. If they don't have one now.
I mean, but my thing is like they need to be doing NRA commercials or you know what I'm saying. Something. I mean, again, if they were smart, they would parlay this to where okay, they're gonna go out and speak in black neighborhoods to black Republicans and try to rally them, maybe or something. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't think that like I think again with that preacher, I think he is in the process of trying to parlay this. You know what I'm saying? It just hasn't happened. It ain't done popped yet.
I definitely don't like people in situations. If you're gonna be around people, volatile people, but they have status and they could possibly even you can get mixed up into that bullshit. I definitely don't see like we was talking about the R. Kelly situation that time. I don't see no reason to be around unless you have some type of benefit. Unless you obviously
and this is something. Yeah, it's something that's helping you out. Yeah.
So I don't know. What was your personality? If you sell your personality, what would it be? What would you sell? What you got to sell? Sorry, I thought you answered one.
Twins.
Oh yeah. Good girls.
Sell some sexuality.
Hey ladies.
And you got something.
I'd be sensitive.
Yeah. You didn't roll out right.
That's whatever, man.
You said all the concepts.
I'm trying, dog. I'm trying. I'll be more sensitive. Got to be more careful.
Nah, I don't know. That's a thought.
I mean,
I asked myself that question.
going back to the old girl, I don't know. I can't remember these hoes' name. It don't even matter.
Silk
and something.
Vanessa.
Something like that.
The name itself is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like
it's a character. You know, and they're playing a character. I think they just adopted that character. Like Candace Owens, I feel like the cast that go on CNN, I feel like they have a goal. Like Sarah Huckabee Sanders and what's her name?
What about Angela Rye?
She's doing the same thing. She's doing it in a lane that she believes. You know what I'm saying? But even her, she's going.
So I'm glad you brought up her name because I'm sure you've all seen the video where she basically was like, "Nah, bruh, a dog or whatever," in that CNN when she was going back and forth or whatever. So one girl was like, she hates her because she is perpetuating the angry black woman.
You like skin, you do that.
I mean, I think.
Why did I think this was gonna be? Why did I thought he was gonna say it though, not you.
I was about to give you a serious answer too.
Now I see it, but I saw it with French braids.
Yeah.
Like,
Cleo braids.
But you know what? I think if you asked her, this is her trying to transcend that trope and trying to be strong and fierce and all that, and not be letting the label of angry black woman stop her from being, you know what I'm saying? Because she's passionate. And she would say, I'm passionate about this. And so, like, if a man was this passionate, everybody would be like, oh my God, he's such a... So she's just trying to push through that angry black woman, blah, whatever. Like, I mean, again, I don't...
Do you see it as angry black woman, or do you see it as passion?
I see why I see what you're saying. I see why somebody would say angry black woman. I mean, I know, I see why, but I think honestly, because I just listened to her podcast. She had Jamel Hill on there. I like Jamel, so I'm checking it out. And like, she go hard. She was going hard on the podcast. So see,
that's her, but that's just her.
Yeah.
And going back to selling anything, I feel like she's not selling anything. That's just being her.
Well, I think that's her turned up. I think if you had a conversation with her, she wouldn't be that. But on CNN, she has to be that because that gets the YouTube clips. That get, you know what I'm saying? Having a civil conversation. This conversation is not on CNN. It's not going to be on YouTube in 10 minutes.
Right, but when you're passionate about something,
Rye yelling at dude and shutting dude down, not letting give dude a chance to talk.
Well, and also, I mean, at that point, it's escalating. You know what I mean? Whatever.
I mean, she's doing she's talking like Stuart Scott at this point, like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like almost the whole
term.
Yeah.
The
latest song and shit. Like,
right.
Like she, like that part of it gets a little.
But I feel like
she may regret these visuals years from now.
No, she's building her brand though. I mean,
she got to hold on to it.
And that's the thing. It's like you got to keep the same energy.
Yeah.
Is the thing. But because the problem is that her main her main outlet is such a terrible way to actually communicate information. Because when have you ever watched one of them shows where they got 6 different little dudes in boxes, and you ever been like, oh damn, that's deep, that's a good point. I learned something today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can see a bunch of people like that's
going
what
back
like
and forth.
it's the same. Like I don't understand how people watch like First Take and all those other shows. Where it's like Stephen A. Smith and some other dude, or except for Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is awesome.
I like that setup. I like the opposite polar opposites. Like me and you had totally different opinions, and she's moderating the conversation between us.
But it's not a conversation.
It's cool though.
It's just 2 dudes fucking yelling at each other.
Right.
It's not like. I mean, again, it's not like. It's kind of taking on the whole the same form of those political shows, where it's just a bunch of dudes screaming at each other. And now it's like, what ridiculous thing can I say to get on you, to get views, you know what I'm saying?
I guess at some point it becomes about selling something.
Like if it was an actual sport, if it was an actual conversation where people were like, oh, okay, well, no, with this, that, and other. So remember you said that, but no, this guy has that, you know what I'm saying? But like, dude,
who's tuning in?
all this stuff is people that watch sport, but like, it's not like. It's not a sport. If it was a sports conversation, if we were in the bar having a sports conversation, it wouldn't be like that.
No.
Who would be in the conversation?
But I think it would be more argument because they have to. They allow each other. This is your turn. You go.
Yeah.
I go.
Yeah.
They got that at least. You know what I'm saying? They got the topic. But, okay, we killed that topic. Let's go to the next topic.
I mean, but also it's like it's clear that they sit beforehand and say, okay, we're going to talk about this. Mm-hmm. You're going to hate that guy this time. I'm going to be cool with the guy this time. Yeah. It's all because if
I feel like they decided a long time. I hate LeBron. I love LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I think we argue that's my character.
I mean, well, no, I think. I mean, they don't go back and forth about LeBron, but also, I mean, because my thing is like,
Shannon Sharp?
No, I'm sorry, not like back and forth. Like, okay, this time I'm pro LeBron, next time I'm anti LeBron. I'm not saying I'm gonna go back and forth like that. Like once it's a major topic like that, they definitely keep their sides. But like one time he'll give an anti-LeBron argument and then give a pro argument with that same logic about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just to me, it's just like I don't.
Something about the phone I like. Even with that Everyday Struggle show, like sports ain't my shit.
Yeah.
I don't like following them like that tough. But rap and music and shit. Yeah. So the Everyday Struggle show is the same as that format. I like that shit. Mm-hmm. I like to see the 2 people argue back and forth about the one subject. This is the topic. And what's your opinion? We 2 different kind of people. What's your opinion? And you another kind of person. What's your opinion on that same subject? For some reason, if it's real. Are
you saying you don't mind the back and forth? Is it the animation that comes along with it?
Maybe it has a shelf life, and maybe because now it's like 6 different shows that do it. Like when it was skipping Stephen A, I check it out sometimes, and it seemed like it was authentic too. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like everybody, and then now Chris Carter and some random dude, and this guy, and you know what I'm saying? It's like
I didn't understand Jamel Hill them show though.
The 6.
Really?
Oh, his and hers. It was cool. I didn't.
What was it? Is it like skits and stuff? I didn't get it.
I mean, no, there were skits, but mostly it was just them talking about sports, but kind of giving it from the.
They had the same opinion.
Hip hop kind of black. Well, no, they would go back and forth about stuff, but they kind of did it from the But they also would throw in some like issues of kind of looking at it it was a different take on the issues than you would get from a normal sports center. Because they threw kind of the hip hop, a little bit of culture in there, urban, yeah.
Do we ever get past that urban thing?
Not us.
Why should we?
Not us. Not our generation.
We don't just assimilate and just. We need to have an urban-esque show that mimics. We have to have a BET for every. You know how BET got the. The black version.
The black version of I mean, but I don't think. I mean, I think it's kind of instead of channels forcing a black character on every show or having a serious black topic, they're like, okay, well, how about we just give your own version of that so we can save ourselves some work. But also, I mean, I think that I don't mind it. I think the culture should be represented because I think it's another outlet for people who wouldn't necessarily consume the culture to at least be somewhat exposed to it.
Yeah, I guess. And you know what?
I mean, because like, how many white people are watching Power or Empire or, you know what I'm saying?
How many black people watching Empire?
What's going on? I don't even want to get into maybe get into that. Power.
It's trash.
What's going on?
I never liked that show.
Well,
The show's it's been terrible since the jump.
well, I've
It
been.
had some moments.
It's been thought. No, I'm gonna say last season and this season they losing me. Now I will say this last episode it kind of got my attention back a little bit, but
You did?
a little
you know what?
because it's like okay, y'all finally doing something, trying to tie some stuff together.
But you know,
But it's about to be over in like four episodes.
I think this season in itself really had too much shit going on.
I feel like it started last season with having too many storylines.
Yeah, because it's like Tommy and his father,
Yeah.
and then them trying to get at Dre, and then like they should have kept them.
And
little,
everything happened. Well, for me, everything happened too fast. It began to be unbelievable.
Yeah, because it's like Dre crossed them, so they want to kill Dre. Next thing you know, by the end of the day, he a made man.
Like, how did this?
what the
Right,
fuck? Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But then they try to kill him anyway, even though he was a made man 2 episodes
And now we
ago.
back, now we back.
Now they cool with the Italians, now they trying to kill him, and then now we cool again.
Right.
And then like it's like to me, it's like.
You about to want to do it all.
Yeah, it's like, and that's it. That's only half of them.
Right.
They still ain't beat their little dumbass son. Like this nigga caught a whole body, ain't got a whooping or nothing. Like, and then now he about to start. Like to me, it's like this would have been a good season to really deal with the whole family issues, they family dynamic. Just this whole season could have been about.
That slow. It ain't never been that slow.
Yeah, and I feel like they should have
Yeah.
slowed it down. This season could have been about how each person dealt with.
People who love, who post about power, it's a few of them I know. They ain't ready for that.
Yeah,
They ain't ready for it.
but it's just
It's becoming background
And
noise
plus-
for me.
None of these actors are good, except for Ghost.
no. What's her name is good to me. The wife,
She have her moments.
she's good. I think they don't give her a lot to work with.
But when they do give her a lot, this like right now when she started all this hurt thing she doing, it ain't working.
It's not.
When she was just a gangster that was real simple, the gangster wife.
But you know
that
what?
worked for her. But now she got to like stretch out. It's not.
But the problem is like now it's season 5 and now you're giving her character development. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. We know you for 4 seasons and now you got a character that's
Well,
like.
you have to though because
But no, you're supposed to be doing that season 1, season 2. Like
I
honestly,
never watched nothing Tommy is in. Nothing else.
I don't know anything else that he's in
I see
except
him.
for what did I see? It was something like Grey's Anatomy.
something like that.
I
When you
saw
see
him on
him,
Grey's
like, dude,
Anatomy.
he is like the biggest nerd in the world.
Yeah,
Dude
straight
is a
up.
phenomenal actor to be Tommy because he's like the geekiest white dude in the world.
I need to see that cat side of him because
Yeah.
I'm tired of him as a gangster.
Even if you see him on the Breakfast Club,
I ain't watched that.
He a
He's
goofball.
corny. Well, yeah,
he a
he's
corny
corny,
goof.
yeah.
Like he almost like what's that white comedian?
Sierra Slump
I didn't even entertain this. I don't even
I don't
really.
know nothing about
Russel
it.
Willson.
But
That's
real quick,
stupid. I don't-
what's that corny comedian? That white dude, that Gary Owen?
Oh yeah.
That's almost how dude act. Dude almost act like Gary Owen.
No, he's not even as cool as Gary Owen.
Okay, that's what I mean. I think Gary Owen was not Gary Owen. What's dude name that did that what's it called about the Tribe Called Quest? Well, no, because he tried.
Oh, oh boy, who
He
was
tried to be black. Remy
from
from
Higher
Higher
Learning.
Learning, Remy.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. It don't matter. Whatever. Forget it. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the Sierra? All this other stuff.
I'm gonna put you in tune real quick.
I didn't even really read any of that. The what happened. I didn't even read what she said, and I realized
Well, we gotta wait. We gotta talk.
Well, let me give a quick segue. So, are we happy that this chick, Meghan Markle, the wife, part of her family is crazy as fuck?
who?
Meghan Markle, the chick that married the prince, the black girl that married the prince.
And she doing
I did
what?
kinda like, oh, the white side.
The white side, yeah.
And what happened?
Well, apparently, the white side of her family is like wilding. Cause like her pop's mad about something, so he was talking shit about her, and then so for some reason John Legend wife decided to chime in,
What is that?
and then like
Raise your arms. Raise your arms.
last 2 weeks. No, I'm not sure.
Oh.
But then so then for some reason John Legend wife said something about dude, so her girl sister came back and called her chubby or something.
She's a white girl.
Both of them are white.
No, wait. Chrissy Teigen said something to.
The white father,
Okay.
because he was
the
talking
white
crazy,
father.
and so the white sister
Oh, got you.
clapped back, was like, "Show chubby ass, you'll put your ass up," which was funny as fuck. 'Cause,
Word, they went in
This was on
Yeah.
what?
white people famous is wild. I heard the Kardashians was wild.
yeah, they beefing or something
Why
now
y'all
too.
know all about this that's going on in the social media?
Cause man, I've been trying to catch up for the podcast. I've been doing my homework.
Oh, I've been busy,
Now
okay?
you've been busy. Here
I've
you
been
go.
busy.
But yeah, I definitely did see that it was the white side, and
I'm happy
and I
about
tuned
that.
out.
I'm not mad about that.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if it was a black guy, I'd probably be like, shit, what's going on?
What y'all doing? Like,
Yeah. If it was the white side, I was like, nah.
So it's not entertaining because it's not us?
I'm just happy it's not us.
I'm just happy. It's good. It ain't
Cool.
us.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if it was the black side, we would definitely you would know about it.
yeah.
It'd be out
If she had a black sister, she'd be out here stunting hard. You know what I'm saying? She'd be a social media
like
star.
Cardi B, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Slim Thug. I have this issue.
Do a woman who used to talk the future really want a Russel Willson?
That's not a terrible question.
Financial stability. I don't think that after you like the dude who cool, homeboy, he's super like no hate. I bought his shoes the other day for the sugar daddy semi. But I'm just saying, like, I have no personal issue.
That is a extreme 180 to go from.
Anthony, I think he must face decisions. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and that I feel like I would have made.
What's going on?
I'm scratching my leg.
You need some shit.
I'm minding my business. Why don't
You over here like you
keep paying attention to your phone?
You already,
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling.
What's he over there like? What's he your one?
But anyway,
No, he over here like he need
Sierra
a
too dark
fix.
skin. She about Ava complexion, so you know I can't go there.
Okay.
That's nasty.
Thank God.
But no, that's a legit question. Like,
Yeah, he put that out there and that blew up.
I mean, but then again, it could be the whole, because you know women go from one extreme to another extreme, and that is the opposite sides of the extremes.
How about people evolve?
That's a quick evolution, though. Like,
Well, what do you mean?
He says in there that we're going to see.
no, that's real though.
We're going to
Because
see in the end with that situation.
So what are we saying? Well, how about she might have dated those type of guys before, and then she dealt with Future and was like, nah, I need to go back to what I'm used to.
No, she did Bow Wow. We know.
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, ain't no Future.
I mean, I think this the thing is that Russell Wilson is definitely a departure from what she's used to doing, and that's cool. Good for her.
But we don't know this.
I mean, Bow Wow.
That's one person. We don't even really know
You
the
don't
extent.
like both characters,
But what?
type of dudes, but both of these dudes got one thing in common: popular with money, popular in different ways.
Oh my God. So
Their status, they have status.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
no. So we just out here like Sierra's broke.
That's another thing I saw. Sierra ain't good.
It doesn't matter, but she's not broke either. She has
Might
her.
be.
She don't have Russell Wilson money.
No. Broke.
But I'm saying the way
I have a
this.
$50,000 job,
She broke the Russell Wilson.
and I have a house, and I have, and I don't live check to check.
What I'm
And
saying.
she got $5 million, but she got 2 mortgages that's out of this roof, cars, bills, and she owe record labels records, and they all this bullshit. She can't recoup shit and all that.
Ain't
She
got no
broke,
concerts.
right?
She broke the
and she
Future.
can't sell a record
I think
for her life.
she broke the Future.
We're making assumptions.
I'm just saying.
We don't know this.
We don't know that, but her, you're not buying no Sierra album. We'll go to the Sierra show.
She.
And just about nobody is. I'm gonna be like some put in the shade room. Talking shit. My niggas with beards hate Sierra.
Her net worth is $16 million.
Who is worth $16 million?
Her net worth in 2018 is $16 million.
Fake news.
Yeah, that's way higher than I thought it was gonna be. I'm not gonna lie.
So because she evolves.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Hold on.
Nah.
What?
They're saying Future net worth is $14 million. That's a fucking lie. Future got way more money than
How
that
we
shit.
know?
The Future's still making money.
Right.
Don't mean anything. Anyway, so we're calling her a gold digger.
I don't know necessarily.
That's what
That's what I'm implying. I'm implying.
Okay,
I'm
so
going
we're
in that
calling her
direction.
a gold digger
You don't like
because
both
she.
dudes. We talking about your taste. You don't like.
How about you done got fucked over by somebody and you see what it feels like? You don't want to deal with that anymore. You open your eyes, somebody else, Prince Charming in front of you. How come she couldn't fall for him?
It's definitely possible, but how many times? This is what Slim Thug is
But
saying.
Russell
is that
Wilson corny as fuck,
I'm
though.
not jumping.
We
into
don't
it.
know. We don't
That's
know
possible,
any of
but
them in
it's
real
definitely
life.
Fairy tale shit.
Yeah.
That's Cinderella shit.
Yeah.
It's possible. I ain't gonna say, but that's definitely some Cinderella shit.
So let's talk about Eve. Eve went from what's the old boy name? Stevie J to a billionaire.
Yeah, I ain't feeling it.
So it's the same shit? And she dated him for years before they even got married.
That's fine. Like I feel just like Slim Thug. Actually, it's fine. Bless him. I ain't mad at you. Do what you do. But yeah.
No, I feel away because there's a tone.
You take a turn with the British accents. Be cool over there. Be cool over there. You can have it. All right.
I'm with you, Alva. I'm not gonna hate.
I don't like it.
She got 16 minutes. She don't need that money.
Because it just sounds really immature, is what it sounds like to me, and it's one dimensional.
So we're mature here?
No. I'm saying what he's saying. Slim Thug. Oh, we already know. I'm talking about Slim Thug. The whole narrative or whatever. That's what I'm talking about. It sounds really immature.
I think the way he put it was very mature. A subject that's boyish. I think he said that as best as you can say it, that it's definitely a possibility.
You shouldn't have brought that up, though.
Let's not act like
it was whack.
People.
Nah,
it's whack to hear.
Because Sierra definitely got more money than he do.
I don't know about that. Hell no. Some Thug?
I know she got more money than him.
Shit. Some Thug been making millions since he was in high school. And that's another thing when I read this, because I'm a Slim Thug person. When I read the comments, oh, who is he? He broke his shit. He mad. Did you follow this man on Instagram? He was in Houston.
So
hey, net worth of $2 million.
That's very sure.
So what people put on Instagram and Facebook couldn't be
on the side. This man been living in
and now it says $170
$1 million mansions for the last 20 years.
In Texas, where you can get a crib.
Indeed. The car still costs more, same thing. He ain't never stopped buying Rolls Royces.
Or leasing them.
Or leasing. He never stopped leasing them.
I'm just saying, like, we don't know this, and that's my whole point. We don't know.
He don't have a Russel Willson in a future helping him out. I ain't comparing. I don't want to compare them, man. That's pretty silly if I compare it to some stuff now. But he not just no broke nigga talking.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I just think it's immature to just.
And the narrative of getting social media that he just jumped out and said this. No, he was in an interview. They asked him a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What kind of man speak on another man? No, that's not what happened.
That's the thing. Like one night he was like, I got something.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga. He came to the radio station just to say this.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not it.
I did it again.
What's that?
I was trying to complete this form, and 2 times I did it and didn't save it.
She think it's her form doing time.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like we doing anything.
I can multitask. That's what women do.
What are these forms? Let's talk about these forms.
Exactly, for real. That's
what's going on with these forms.
So they so
My
important.
kid's school that he got to send in.
Okay. Shut us down.
She filled my forms out for my kid.
No.
I managed.
She has a mother.
I managed to do mine. So what you trying to say? A man can't fill out forms?
$20.
Bro. I would give my baby mama $20.
You would not.
But I don't like her though.
You wouldn't pee on her if she was on fire, would you?
No, I'd pee on her.
No, you would.
So I can laugh like, bitch.
Why you get to disparage his and I can't disparage mine? Is mine real? Is he?
Well, no, because your kid was here.
When I'm on.
It don't matter. And plus, I didn't have the smoke you had. You was about to go in.
About preferences and shit.
Yeah, see, nobody needed that. I'm not playing editing out all that.
I wouldn't pee on mine
How you know she don't like that? Maybe she into that other pee stuff. So she set herself on fire on purpose.
Just that.
We actually talked about this on the women's wine night podcast.
Who like yo guy getting peed on? That'd be a weird thing that she'd be into too. Like random types.
I don't kiss. This is gonna be nasty. Kissing, that shit nasty.
Bro.
No, but her buddy, the other one, whatever. That's whatever with her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Ass, I'll lick it.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
But she said that too. But yeah, peeing on people. I was telling them that peeing on people ain't really
This is an interesting transition.
It is. I don't know how I'm gonna get back to the NCAA after this. Sandusky.
There you go. There's those people raising kids, saying weird types. Yeah.
Let me get out of there. Fuck y'all.
Wait, when you brought those cookies to the table, it was a bunch of cookies in there.
Yeah, then we just started
Y'all
taking
just-
them, taking half and halves.
Yeah. I only ate one.
Would you like one?
No,
Mariano's.
I don't like
Which is a
chocolate
very
chip
fine
cookies.
restaurant.
I didn't know you chocolate chip.
Grocery store.
I don't want a cookie.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, put these up. No more. I was doing good today.
This one I did.
Uh-oh.
I
Those
don't.
got pecans.
Uh-oh.
I don't do either.
You're cool.
Don't try to
Can you eat that? This is your motivation to go to the stairs.
Yeah.
It's not though.
Hit the stairs. Hit the
This,
stairs.
then you be like, you know what? I gotta go to the stairs.
Still not going.
Lady.
So what these things today? I wanna talk about that real quick. I really didn't do nothing but read the headline. I got a feeling one of y'all read.
What?
I mean, I read it. It's
Shoes.
the same old story.
Justin did. I didn't.
The young men got some shoes from the Jordan brand.
Some special shoes, some
They don't want these men to make
limited
no money.
edition. No, they can't make no money off themselves.
And the shoes look good, so
They
I
don't
didn't
sell.
see 'em.
And it's crazy
Are they in the
because
article that you sent?
I sent it, but I don't know if they were in that one. 'Cause I had already
Was that
read
a
it.
screenshot or was that the article?
That was the article. When you sent it, I had already read about that. I mean, I figured you wouldn't be into sports because you know you.
shoes.
Oh, there you go.
Men the shoes.
But
I
I mean, but that's college. But that's even when back in the Fab Five, like what they were complaining
That's a
about.
screenshot.
So they're like, yeah, like we can't. We sitting here trying to scrape together money for food, but y'all selling our jerseys and you know what I'm saying? I can't even afford it. And they like, I can't even afford to buy my own jersey.
Right.
That's in the store. You know what I'm saying? People walk around my jersey, you make money. And that's the thing about college is that it's a hustle. It's a professional sport being played by quote unquote amateurs. It's just you're just not paying these people to play the exact same sport that other people get paid to do.
Almost the whole college thing is the same thing.
It
Even the
is.
degrees themselves.
Huh?
Even sometimes the degrees themselves, like not even sports.
Well, at least there's some value to a degree, to some extent.
For some people.
Yeah, I mean,
What school was it?
North Carolina, UNC.
UNC.
So
And them coaches be like, I know like the Duke coach, he make like almost $9 million. Like he earning like
bro, the
They
NCAA
make that Sierra money.
NCAA football, NCAA football make $2 billion a year.
$2 billion.
Would it be $1 billion a year? They pay teams like those bowl games. You get between $3 to $5 million to go to a bowl game. Like you know, when early in the season, like when some little Appalachian State that go play Alabama and go get beat by 70, they play Appalachian State $300,000 to come get beat up.
Serious.
Yeah, pay their travel expenses and get them $300,000 to come get their ass whooped.
I mean, yeah, sports, collegiate sports. Yeah, I guess even high school sports. I guess I don't know how that's even legal with the high school players.
Well, because you're getting that. I mean, it's all about you're getting education. I mean, to me, like the problem with college is like I can go play for free, and then I go tear my knee, and I'm ass out. Or I can go play my ass off, and then you bring in another young dude who's better than me, and now I'm off the team. And to me, it's like
But you still get a degree or no?
no, that's it.
So once
off
you injured,
scholarship.
you lost
if you're
your
not playing, you off
scholarship.
scholarship. And that's I feel like they should do two things. Would make it at least a little bit more fair if they're not going to pay them. Because I mean, if you're going to pay them, then they just need to go to the pros. But I feel like when you get somebody that scholarship, that should be a 4-year scholarship, and that you know what I'm saying. Like if I only play my freshman year and then I get cut or I get hurt or whatever, I still got 3 years to go get my degree. Because if you think about it, the scholarship ain't nothing but another chair in the room.
Right.
It's not like the school pays money out.
Right.
You have the classes anyway.
Right.
You just throw another check.
I never would have imagined, like you said, yes, I never would have imagined that that's the truth. That if they hurt themselves, they've done.
Yeah, they're done. Like if you get hurt, then you ass out.
That's some.
But also, yeah, that's some bullshit. But also,
They got them desperate though.
yeah, because it's the only pipeline to the money is that. And also, second is that you should be able to. Every school should take an insurance policy out on every player. That's payable out. They should pay everything and it's pay out to the player. So if they get hurt, they get a couple $100,000 or $1 million payout. Keep them moving, depending on how good the player is, how much level of insurance they have. At least that
I
way.
wonder if the parent can do that.
No, parents can, but then they gotta pay it though. They gotta pay the.
And we assume that most of those
Yeah,
parents
or from, you know what I'm saying, if they're in a situation where they can't. Because,
So
it's, when we came back, because there was, I forgot who it was some player who family had a decent little amount of money, they put an insurance policy out on dude, and he got hurt, they got like $2 million. So, I mean, and that way, like, even if somebody go out here and get hurt, at least he set up to where, okay, now you can go get your degree, and you got a couple $100,000 in the bank, like, you good. And to me, like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a win-win. And you can get education, you know what I'm saying? Like, but just to say, oh, well, you're getting an education, like.
This happened in January.
You can't even get the education because you're in school. You get a degree.
But not even that. The thing, again, like, when I was at U of I, like, bro, like, the stuff they had, like, dude, they had the tests.
Yeah.
Because the thing about teachers, like, they're talking about we got old exams from last year. The teachers don't change them exams. And they got the old tests, they got a whole tutor, all that. Like, all them cats, like, they, and plus, my thing's like, ain't no teacher about, like, dude, you work for the university. You're not about to be the one to flunk the star quarterback and cost the university money. And then you're going to come back up for review in a year. You know what I'm saying? It's all, I mean, it's big business. That business is as big as the school because you got dudes hiding pedophiles and wife beaters. You know what I'm saying? Because this one coach, the dude coach from Ohio State, he about to get fired because this dude, his assistant, was beating up on his wife for forever. And so he knew.
Yeah, he knew about it.
He knew and never reported it. Because when you work for a university, if you work for the state, you're a mandatory reporter.
Oh,
yeah. So like if you, yeah. So that's the thing. Like teachers are mandatory,
right?
Yeah. Any government job,
I never knew that. I work for the state.
Well, yeah. So like if one of your coworkers beating on somebody, you got to report it. If you see, you got to report it.
I don't work for the state anymore, so.
But anyway. So yeah, I mean, and again, my thing is like, I mean, but to me, like that's
about to be the whistleblower.
That situation is weird though, because it's like, what I mean, I guess my thing is like, what responsibility do I like if a dude I work with, one of my friends is like beating on this woman, like, what do I do? What am I supposed to do?
Friend or coworker?
Well, no, because he coached the kid when he played high school football. When he played in college, he coached him, and then when after dude graduated, he became his assistant. He been his assistant in 3 different spots. So it's some relationship there. You know what I'm saying? It's more than a work relationship,
right?
Because apparently the way they found it that the coach knew is because all the wives got like a group text or something like that, and in there it said that like, you know what I'm saying?
At least some text messages.
Yeah. Oh, girl did, because she get her head beat in. So, I mean, I guess the question is...
She tells somebody.
But that's the exact question. Yeah, I mean, eventually she ended up reporting it. But the thing is, like, for him, is like, apparently because he was made known, and again, it's like, because he worked for a guy, it's not enough to say, I went to my guy, he said it didn't happen, so I left it alone. Even still, you're supposed to report that. But where he fucked up was because...
I feel some type of way about that, though.
But that's your job. That's in your contract.
I guess.
So, I mean, but my thing is like, I don't understand. And again, like, okay, let's say, where dude fucked up was because when they asked him about it,
the coach,
Urban Meyer is the coach's name. Okay. So when Urban Meyer, somebody asked him point blank, and he was like, "Nah, I don't know nothing about that."
He lied.
And that's where he fucked up. He'd have said,
perjured himself.
Yeah, man, I talked to him about it. I heard some stuff. I talked to him, but I didn't think it was anything.
Not comment.
Or not comment.
Not my business. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about football. Like I want to get people personal. It's a bunch of ways out of that. But he just lied, and so that's the problem. Is that because again, like he has.
So he lied. Who asked him this?
Some reporter.
Okay.
Because the season's about to start, so they having like different press conference. So he lied to the media, and then right after that, dude came back with receipts. Like, nah, I thought you didn't know. Oh well, I reported it 3 years ago. Yeah. So he was like, well, no, I reported it 3 years ago. But the problem is, again, in your contract, you have a morals clause. So it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's a murky situation. But, I mean, going back, I don't know.
A lot of stuff in football, I guess.
Well, no, this is college. If it was pro, they would get fucked. As long as they ain't kneeling the anthem and shit.
Why do they care for real now? Because it's in a contract.
Well, now because it's in the news. It's in the news.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is they don't.
So they didn't know anything about it until it hit the media? Is that what?
I don't know.
Or it could be like the same thing with other scenarios where they knew about it, but when they hit the media, they have to do something.
Yeah, because dude got fired. Well, no, because dude got fired before this season. And so I'm assuming somebody asked him, like, oh, well, dude got fired.
The
What did you
assistant
know?
coach?
The assistant got fired. And so they was like,
Is that the reason why?
I believe so. And so, but that's my thing. Is like, bro, you had to know this question was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Should have been prepared.
yeah. Or maybe
So
just
now,
not
so
us.
what's going to happen to him?
Well, he's suspended now. He's on leave, and they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do with him.
So what is the consequences?
He could be fired. It's weird though.
Bill Clinton all over.
It's real weird though. No, it's because it's like, but it kind of go back because it kind of go back to the conversation we had before. And you was talking about like how responsible are you to speak on when you see stuff like that, and it's a friend.
We talked about that on the last podcast.
We talked about a couple podcasts ago.
Right.
Yeah, we talk about consent and stuff like that. A lot of us.
Yeah.
When I was trying to listen back to this thing.
I mean, well, yeah, because everybody keep raping people.
Men and shit.
No, they're not.
Can we go on record again and say that?
The world only
All men ain't shit.
You said all. I would never say all.
Oh man, no, because I'm not gonna say well, black man ain't shit.
I wouldn't even say that.
Well, people
well,
tell
women in
me
the world wouldn't work though.
women are terrible negotiators. Is the problem. Women, every woman is in possession of the most valuable resource on this planet.
So I was listening to her.
So you know the music,
Yeah.
anything.
I'm not entertaining that.
Come on, man, I want that smoke.
Nah, not today. I'm tired. My mind is tired.
You listen to her.
Let me find this.
Has anybody listened to any of those good music albums?
I listened to Tiana
Like
Taylor.
recently? I mean, do you still listen to it, or is it just like?
I do, but Kanye effed that album up, man.
I like did y'all make me listen to Tiana?
We were talking about it. You said you haven't listened to it.
I like
so.
that though.
You like it? The only thing what I don't like is the
The arrangement.
the sound effects
What
and
that pussy do?
Yeah, that song.
work that
What's
pussy.
going on?
I don't even want to
It's
say
random.
it.
It's random.
Around some other people turn that one on first. Like, turn the shit on. Work that pussy.
See, let's start from the beginning.
Whoa, my fault. I didn't know.
I don't like the production of the album at all.
I gotta dig it.
I don't.
But
I don't like the DJ Clue
So
bombs. They don't, fit. But whatever. And that's really the same thing that she doesn't like about the album. But anyway,
Post production.
yeah. And how he cut some songs and all of that. Well, some of the lyrics, verses from
What was
songs.
that about her album?
I gotta find it.
No, I was kind of talking about that until she figured out what she was talking about. Because,
Have you listened to
nothing
it?
our fans like more than dead air.
What?
So nothing our fans like more than dead air as Alba goes through her phone.
She just stuck up my middle finger.
And went back to scrolling.
I thought I took a screenshot of it.
Riveting.
Not today.
A lot of action.
What do you call this dress you got on her? The sundress? It can't be black with a sundress, can it?
Yeah, black sundress is weird.
It's a dress.
Can you lean back up, sit back up though?
Oh my God! You know what?
We should have a band called Black Sundress. That's like a good name. For a good hip hop fusion rock band.
There you go.
Jesus, creep.
Have y'all heard of this? It's some HBO show. It's supposed to be about black stuff, but it's like extremely very weird. What's that show?
Like
called?
what?
It's like. Did y'all ever watch
Is this better?
like Tyler Creator do the Loiter Squad cartoon or something like that? You understand the kind of stuff I'm talking about, right?
And my sweater smell like outside.
It's like that, except it's not animation. It's a very weird show. Very weird show.
Y'all do well with them type of shits.
I can't find it.
The song, I mean, what is it? You said the song?
It was the song, but it's one of the songs where she's talking like towards the end.
Okay, yeah, the second song. She's like a poetry thing.
A friend of mine said she was like a This album made her sound like a non-crazy Lauryn Hill.
Well, the first song is a tribute
Random
to
acts of
Lauryn Hill.
blindness.
I was so mad when I heard that first song. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the second song.
But did you listen to that Travis Scott though?
I'm getting old.
I cannot.
I did.
It's alright.
I can't.
But none of the songs, other than that one song, The Goody My Beat, nothing really jumps out at me.
I think I just like that shit in the background right now.
What
I
song?
think I just like that kind of vibe.
No, wait, I want to see something.
Just want to see. It's like,
Paul moment.
bruh, you gotta cuff my water. Fuck out of here.
I couldn't even keep a straight face.
Come on, man, that's my move, dude. You trying to move my move on me? Ain't this a bitch?
What else came out? I can do Travis Scott. I can't do YG.
I can't do
I
none of
like
it.
YG.
I can't do none of it.
I can't do YG.
I cannot.
The album that everybody hates is the one I love. Like, but yeah, I can't do YG.
You a
I ain't mad at
You a
her.
bull for that, bro.
Yeah. You only change the season. You can't change
Is
the
it?
album.
Oh, well, you ain't bull.
Are you kidding me? Y'all ready for Insecure?
No, we talking about YG. You talking about the young blood over here.
I didn't notice your thing. She started trying to cover it up.
Oh my God. Somebody else did.
You got two different kind of guys.
Creeps.
At least I'm honest to tell you, I just didn't stare.
Now something that's hidden. Now I want in.
You like something hard way. You put your shoes on before you put your pants on.
Don't worry.
Do things the hard way.
Won't see it
Let me see
again.
what else music came out. I don't know. Forget
On the
music.
R&B side, something else came out.
I don't want to do music with y'all. Forget this.
Open this mouth. Something happened to my hand. I need to go
I
to
saw
the
this
doctor.
video. This song.
You gotta recommend
Travis
that
Scott
today.
video. He's a creative guy.
Who?
This song, Travis Scott.
I like Drake video.
Cool video. Drake video. That's pretty cool video too.
I haven't watched videos in
I
years.
don't watch or listen to Drake.
You really don't like Drake.
You worse than this dude over here. How y'all feel about 50?
Why am I
How y'all feel
here?
about 50 stealing the money from stripping in the strip clubs?
I don't know nothing about this.
That's brilliant. 50's the innovator. He about to get somebody fucked up though. That's about to be a thing now when
You
niggas
definitely
start.
get your ass whooped.
What happened?
50 was making it rain.
And he took his money
Apparently
back.
there was some beef between the waitress and the entertainer about who, you know what I'm saying, because apparently, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so 50 decided, the girl was kind of getting a little too lippy, so he decided to scoop his money into a pile and take it and leave.
That's so
It was
ignorant.
brilliant. Fucking
He
brilliant.
did it with 2 hands.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Was it really his money?
It was, I mean,
You know how sometimes they go into the clubs and they give him money to throw.
Well, that's the thing.
that'd have been a good opportunity for Floyd Mayweather to come back. Like, yeah, you broke bitch.
He
You
was
might-
really considered. He knew that was gonna come back.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I'm taking it.
Yeah, he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that.
But what for?
Hit his bitch mouth. For real. What, I want to know what was said, because she was still twerking. What the fuck you say, Miss Twerk?
he was still there.
Where he was like,
Did he
what?
say something about this on his Instagram?
He then went further than Instagram to talk about people talking about he paid it. He was like, man, I gotta understand. They had some real gangsters in there tonight. If it wasn't for me, then they didn't be paying me. If it wasn't for me, this place would get shot up. I'm the one keeping all these motherfuckers entertained and cool and all this other shit.
But yeah, you ain't supposed to really like snatch money off that shit. Too. I got a funny story. One time I went to a strip club in Houston. Actually, wasn't the best strip club myself, but because I had never been with nobody who was going to spend thousands of dollars at one time.
Oh, shit.
So I was with a guy and he was doing all that, and we got. I think I might spend $300. That was big for me.
Damn,
My man
that is
had like.
big.
My man had like.
Oh, he got video.
$5,000. Like we were literally standing on top of money. That was the first time I did the little rap video there, and we were all happy to be from Chicago. So we all so they started playing. So they gave us a Chicago set. You Chicago, dude?
Yeah.
We started doing finger guns. So they started playing. Chicago.
First of all, wait, let me just pause your story for one moment.
Okay.
Why was he throwing all this type of money at this chick?
You see that ass?
Do you see it? Nothing else matters.
Stop, Ty. Stop. You think we give a fuck about somebody's face?
Strip club. Let me see what you're working with.
I didn't know she had a face.
You might have to stick my finger in your hole.
Hey!
You kind of do it.
Pun intended.
Hey! She ain't say no? Still ain't say no. Should I leave?
She was nasty.
Should I be like, all right, man. This has been a podcast. I'm out.
Ass.
She. It's a stripper. She's supposed to look nasty. That's it. That's the look. But I asked.
The struggle here, like, I don't know. She don't. I guess I expected.
I mean, it ain't. When you go to a strip club, it's like 30 of them, and 3 of them might be that.
I've
shit.
been to the strip club.
Yeah, this sounds like
Outside of Illinois, you're not gonna. What?
Remember your story.
What'd I say?
You're not gonna say it on
Oh,
wax.
please don't say it on wax.
Exactly.
Anyway, dudes with us.
All I know is you made a lot of money though.
Shut up, Justin. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah, my man throws all the money. We throw all the $300 a piece, and he makes all. We buy bottles. After all the money's gone, apparently all the strippers leave.
Yeah.
They start playing their own music. They don't want Chicago music. They want you to keep it.
Yeah.
And so then it's dry. We said we're going to get something to eat. We leave, go get something to eat. One of the guys with us is sitting there while we look all at the menu looking. We all have to look up, and my man got a whole bunch of, he got a big pile of balled up ones. He just freaking shit talking about, what y'all do? You know, like one at a time, everybody noticing, like, I mean, a big ass pile, like a heap.
It's got a heap.
Balled up ones, they straightened them out like,
Yeah.
and we like, what the fuck is that? He like, oh man, I came up, bro. I came up, I only had like $8 when I came
Are
in.
you?
$8 when I came in.
Yeah.
Man, I was shut up like 200. Okay, what? Everybody like, whoa. What you doing? He was like, man, I'll start scooping that shit, man. Bitches want to get that shit out. And he had no shame, like, oh, scooping that shit. And I went upstairs, man. Got some pussy and walked off and told y'all I was gonna pay. I don't know if I believe that part. He definitely said he went upstairs.
That's
jammed
awesome.
Something.
That's awesome. Like Chi-Town guy.
Yeah, right.
Chi-Town guy. We in the building.
And he like, everybody like, no, bro, that's our money.
Right.
So first off, top to me it was kind of funny because because he just was dead ass like he might have had like a dollar in his mouth like what's the problem? Like, y'all have fun. What the fuck y'all tripping for? So he like, everybody like, man, you paying for the food? It's fine. Your boy CC went let it go though. He was getting bitch ass nigga. But you get mad about that kind of shit like you ain't supposed to do that. He like that's a bitch. He was like 20 minutes later.
Cause that's y'all money for real.
You a bitch ass.
No, man, you gave that money away.
It almost went down. 6 months put skull cap on. Never went down.
But see, this is the thing. Once you put the money in the air, it's like you.
I mean, yeah.
You really
but
care if the stripper get it or not? And you were like, are you like, ooh, I'm so committed.
Well, you don't care. But a man just on the side, that's
You still
fine.
having the same amount of fun? I would let him cook.
I was gonna cook, but
You gonna talk about
I mean, don't get twisted. I can also see how somebody be in their feelings about that too.
like, cause I've been in a strip club before and then $1 was right there.
Oh yeah, I've recycled.
And then what?
Put it right back on there. I got a whole full ass smack. $1 fell off. I put it right back up.
Well,
smack
you're
it like it was
ignorant.
mine.
You smacked and you didn't ball it up and throw it at
You
her?
throw it in and ball hit me in the head.
I'm giving her $1. I don't understand how you gonna. Should I make a paper airplane poke her eye?
But she won't give a chick $20 so her kids can go to the.
She gonna. I mean, if she like I said, it depends how she acts. If she's like, look, she's like, I'm on my way through. I gotta make some money. Come on.
She come through and dance with that thing.
Yeah.
But $20,
That's about what I spend in strip clubs on a basis.
Yep.
dude,
$20 to $40.
Yep.
you gonna make her dance for $20?
I make them.
Yeah, I get $40.
I'm keeping the same energy.
I'm glad you're married.
I feel like I'm keeping the same energy.
I don't know if there's
Also,
hope for
waitresses
you.
want tips now too.
Bro.
What do you mean they a waitress?
No. The girl who gets you the money,
Yeah.
like, give me $60.
And still come back, try to
She
come
come
back.
back and she's staying there like,
Yeah.
Well, my
I gotta tip you for the short, but you probably only brought me 50.
Okay, nobody really counts it.
Right.
Nobody ever counts
And
it.
now you want to eat another 5?
Nah, but you better take some shit off. I do not take. If you ain't taking, like, if I'm in here, I'm in here to see titties. If you're not showing me titties, you ain't getting no money.
Well, chicken clothes are, we call them hoes of clothes.
Yeah, they are.
They always back.
They just new recruits. That's all. They'll be stripping in the
Eventually,
money.
yeah.
Cause I was talking
the
to my waitress.
bartenders or the waitress?
Yeah, cause she was telling me, she was like, yeah, most girls who work here, they bartend. He's like, That's why the bartenders be so thick, because there be chicks that don't want to dance, but figure they can make some good money off tips. But the problem is they see how much more the dancers make, and eventually they like, fuck, let me go shake something.
Strip clubs ain't what they used to be. We need to make strip clubs great again.
They've never been.
I remember
here.
when I was in Atlanta, I went and it was some girl first day. It was like legit her first day. She was like, her body was amazing, but she was like a little too excited.
Yeah.
And it was just like, slow down, boo, like, but it was cool.
Slow down. Did you groom her?
Cause look,
Why I picture like Jody or some shit? Like,
no, cause like the thing was like, cause they was all twerking, so she was like twerking too fast.
Yeah.
And like she ain't, you know what I'm saying? She was like excited, just happy to be there. And I think she's probably high.
she was dancing for real.
But and it was funny cause like she ain't had the shoes and. And I was like, I'm dead serious, like dead ass. It was her first day, bro. Like,
Wait, you said she didn't have shoes.
she didn't have shoes.
She didn't have no stripper
She was
shoes.
barefoot
The
to the
plants.
motherfucker. Well, first she had on some like them Jordan ones, the high top ones, but she had a whole little basketball outfit. So I guess she thought that fit.
Yeah.
It was like a cut up jersey and shit. But then she eventually just took them off because I guess she couldn't get good grip or something. I don't know. But so she was barefoot. Like the bottom of her feet was dirty and shit. But like her ass was fat though. But she was twerking too hard. But it was cool. She almost went to the other stripper was like, nah, you can't just go with people. That's not the job.
She's like a class player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm very anti-paying for it. I don't know if I ever talked about this.
Ever woman think about stripping?
Say that
You
one more
never had a
time.
stripper thought, huh?
I did one
I'm
time.
about to say every woman had the thought.
Me and
What brings it along? Other women? Hard times?
we was in college and broke.
Hard
Well, we weren't broke, but I think it was
You
just
tell
like
me I'm paying my way through college is real, and I'm on his side.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. Nobody paying their way through college like
You know,
that.
universities around here.
Exactly.
Prairie State.
She go to Phoenix University of Phoenix.
Oh,
Show that side of her.
no, we were
The
joking.
brown
We weren't serious, but we were, joked about it.
I know she actually did that.
Really?
We went seen her dance. I was like,
Oh, y'all went to support her.
no, I didn't supply it.
I know somebody daughter stripping. It's getting wild out here.
It is.
Does the parents know?
I'm pretty sure.
The mama was stripping.
I'm pretty sure.
You said, oh, so
When I was in Texas, the girl that lived under, because like it was a couple living under me, and their daughter, like she was, I don't know how old she was, but she was like very nice to look at. My dude wife was nice to look at, but you could tell she was older. But
she was
like
legal,
a younger
right?
version of her.
She was legal, though, right?
I hope.
Okay.
But well, the thing is, like that's what I'm saying. 'Cause I think she was a dancer. I know she's legal. She wasn't in high school, but she wasn't really going to class. You know what I'm saying? She was out of high
So
school.
you was paying attention, huh?
Yeah, I was just looking. And so like on the weekends, she would leave with this little rolling bag.
Oh,
So,
Diamond
like-
and everybody all over
So
again.
I'm not gonna say I didn't check a bunch of different establishments just to see if I could run into her, but you know,
Myron ass over here.
I'm just saying, like I just wanted to see because I seen it.
Myron.
I wanted to see it with clothes. I seen it with clothes, and I'm like, look, you need to ride home. Like, you going the same way.
You are really creepy.
We go to reference. You back in favor.
There you go.
Alright, we killed this shit.
Straight up.
I killed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this, once we.
Well, I gotta redeem myself now. 'Cause I don't want to end on a pervert note. Forget it.
These are facts.
Hey, to our fans, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We still love you, Australia. Come back.
Come back.
Check us out, man. Read, comment, hit us on Facebook, on the gram, on the YouTube. Comment, tell us some stuff you want us to talk about. Let Ava know how crazy she is.
Well, we start marketing, maybe they will.
Forget marketing, man. They gonna find us.
Then strategic marketing.
For sure.
Like that.
Quit paying the boost post too, man. Don't do that.